Now, staying with the defense talks in Washington, the U.S. defense chief confirms for the first time that there have been no official discussions between Seoul and Washington on deploying a U.S.-led missile defense system on the peninsula. And to questions about a possible reduction of U.S. forces stationed in South Korea, Chuck Hagel made it clear that the U.S. currently has no plans to change its policy on that. Hyun-bin reports.
Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel says the U.S. has no plans to reduce the number of American troops stationed in South Korea. Speaking at a joint news conference alongside Korean Defense Chief Han Min-koo at the Pentagon on Thursday, Hagel said the United States does not intend to change its deployment policy for Korea. In fact, it's just the opposite. Hagel said Washington wants to adjust and upgrade deployments on a rotational basis. The defense chief's remarks follow others made by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry on Wednesday, when he said the U.S. was prepared to begin reducing the number of American forces in the region if North Korea shows a commitment to denuclearizing. Hagel also spoke for the first time publicly about the possible deployment of a U.S. missile defense system in the South. He said there have been no formal discussions on the matter on any level between Seoul and Washington, although he did add that all options are being explored. The issue came to the fore when Deputy Defense Secretary Robert Work said earlier this month that the U.S. was considering sending the defense system to South Korea, and that talks were being had with Seoul on the matter. Korea is focused on developing its own missile defense system called the Korea Air and Missile Defense, which it says is more suitable to countering missile threats on the peninsula. Hyun-bin, Arirang News.